Hello to all of you out there in this great big world that I call social media. This is your brother Dana coming to you from not the city of Chicago, but the city of Atlanta. Shalom to all of my precious chosen people of the Most High Yah. I pray that this video will encourage your heart. As you're aware, there has been another shooting of a black man down here in Atlanta, I believe this past Saturday, in the parking lot of a Wendy's. And he was pulled over. I guess he was drunk. And then in the course of dealing with that and arresting him, he got away. He started to stumble or to run, and they eventually shot him in the back and killed him. And just this afternoon, it came out, of charges against these police officers. And when we look at the charges that went forth with George Floyd versus the charges now, it's happening in a quicker, timely fashion, which if we look at this, we may begin to be encouraged that things are about to change. But now this is where I bring some reality or some scripture to really give us reality. That although there may be some changes, I myself have no hope at all to the transformation of white America and the police force and society to change their view, to change how they value and how they treat you as my black brothers and sisters. Because first of all, if there was no video taking of these incidents, we know there would absolutely be no charges. But because there's video and because you have shown that enough is enough, they are mandated to a point to start making it seem like Pharaoh is softening his heart towards the Hebrews. But scripture will tell us differently. So I, several years ago, put out a video which has gone viral a couple times just recently, my thoughts on the killings of our young black men. And I compared how white America and America itself treats you, my black brothers and sisters, the same way that Egypt treated your ancestors. And that at some point we had to do exactly what Egypt did in eliminating your growth and to disable you from thinking you can overpower us. So your ancestors were thrown into the Nile River. Today, we are shooting you dead. And yet, now we look and we see, reform, police reform. And I don't want you, which I know many of you will not, but I am not at all thinking that things are going to change, because I know what scripture says. And so I want to take you to Exodus chapter 5, and I want to start at verse 1. And it says, after this, Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said, the Most High Yah, the God of Israel, says this, let my people go, that they may have a special supper to honor me in the desert. But the Pharaoh said, who is this Lord that I should obey him and let Israel go? I do not know the Lord, and I will not let Israel go. Well, see, Christianity, white evangelical Christianity, does not know the true Yah. Because if they did, they would understand their sin. They would understand that not only are they killing and destroying human beings that have the breath breathed into them as much as it was breathed into me as a white man, they would also understand that you are the chosen people of God, the Most High Yah, the true Hebrews. But they do not know the true God. They know the God of white superiority evangelical Christianity. And that is why they, for 400 years, because this is not the first time you, my black brothers and sisters, have asked to be set free. And if it hasn't changed for 400 years, what makes us think it's going to change now? Because number one, they know only the God of Christianity, which is white superiority, which states that we as whites are supreme beings. And you as blacks, in many cases, are not even subordinate human beings. You are not fully human being. And then verse 6 in Exodus chapter 5 says, that same day, Pharaoh told the men who made the people work, do not give your ancestors, the Hebrews, straw for making clay blocks anymore. Let them go and gather straw for themselves, but have them make the same number of clay blocks as before and no less. They are crying, let us go and give a gift in worship to our God, because they are lazy. Let more work be given to the men so they will not have time to listen to the lies. So we are going to think that we're making you believe that we're changing, but deep down inside, we're going to do things to believe the lie. So you are not going to believe the lie that things are going to change, because they cannot, because Pharaoh's heart was always hardened. And why was Pharaoh's heart always hardened? Because it was God, or the Most High Yah himself, who was going to show up and show out to not only let Pharaoh and all the other gods of the Egyptians know that they are not the true God, but to also let the Egyptians and the world understand who the true chosen people of the Most High Yah, or God, really is. And so that is going to be what today. The Most High Yah, according to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, says, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, which means that no man, no government, no law, nothing is going to save you, is going to buy you out of this oppression, because the Most High Yah needs to let the God of white supremacy, evangelical Christianity, know that it is not the true God. So he's going to not redeem, but he's going to show himself who he is. And in the process, he's going to redeem his people so that the whole world will know that you, my black brothers and sisters, are his true chosen people. You are the true Hebrews. So as much as we see these changes happening right now in police reform, it will never change the heart of the enemy of white America, the heart of Pharaoh, to let you go. But it will do this to make you think, but in the long run, underneath, because see, I believe this, the letter of the law brings death, and we will always find ways to get around the law so that we can bring death unto you, our enemy, our slaves, you, our black brothers and sisters. And so I thought, let me do a little bit of research to when did supposedly, according to the law, the letter of the law, did slavery end? Passed by Congress on July 31st, 1865, and ratified on December 6, 1865, the 13th Amendment abolished slavery in the United States and provides that neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, now listen to this, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States. So do you see what I'm saying? They supposedly passed this law that says, oh, slavery has been abolished. But if you have a crime on your record, it isn't abolished for you. So thus, what do we have? We have a criminal injustice system that puts crimes on you, my black brothers and sisters, for looking at a piece of a marijuana. We put crimes on you, my black brothers and sisters, for no reason. Because when we put a crime on you, then the law says that you once again can be considered a slave. So here again, there was a false precept that was spread in America that slavery was outlawed in 1865, but except this little amendment that says if you are a criminal. So then therefore we had to create ways to make you, as our black brothers and sisters, criminals, so we can still get around the law and make you a slave. So then I went and I thought, well, when did lynching become illegal and outlawed? And it said this: 7 presidents between 1890 and 1952. Let me say this again. Seven presidents between 1890 and 1952 petitioned Congress to pass a federal law. They petitioned Congress to pass a federal law. That was it. So there never was, during those years, up until 1952, a law passed to outlaw lynching. And so then I found an article from New York Times, and the headlines was, Congress moves to make lynching a federal crime after 120 years of failure. Since 1900, the House and Senate have repeatedly failed to pass such a bill. Wow. See, so in these few incidents where video footage is making white America hold slave masters accountable for their murder, the reality is that Pharaoh and his army and the Egyptians, you, my black brothers and sisters, enemies, white America, will never free you. Because Scripture declares that only the Most High Yah will free you. And the reason is because he will defeat the white supremacist God of evangelical Christianity. And at the same time, he will declare who he is. And then also show the whole world who his true chosen people are. You, my black brothers and sisters. So please don't believe the lies that things are going to change. Because they have not changed for 400 years. They've rearranged, they metamorphosed itself. They became more culturally relevant in its ways of slavery and murder and lynching and killing. But the heart of Pharaoh will always be hard towards you, my black brothers and sisters. White America's hearts will always be hardened towards you. Because no man, no president, no one will be able to buy you, set you free. Because the Most High Yah, when he sets you free, like I said, is going to let the whole world know that he's the true living Most High Yah and who his true chosen children are. And there will be no doubt about it. And those of my white family members will regret the day and the days and the weeks and the months and the years that they refused to listen, not just to me, but to you, when you have in every way, shape, or form peacefully asked to let you go. These are my thoughts based on the word of the Most High Yah, to why I'm grateful for some changes, but I'm not at all hopeful for a change. This is your brother Dana. May the Most High Yah guide you, guard you, protect you, and keep you until you, my black brothers and sisters, the true chosen people of the Most High Yah, you, Hebrews, are placed in your rightful seat as the head and no longer the tail. Shalom.